Well, I got my second battery installed again. I ended up losing a yellow top a while back, so I ended up taking it out, but a solid mount, she's pretty sturdy. Got a ground going down to the strut bolt. It's hard to see, but that connects to a 4/0 wire that goes to the alternator foot over here, so that's why I didn't run another one from here to the engine. I got a negative 0 gauge running all the way over to that battery, and then I got a 0 gauge positive running all the way over to that battery as well, and then of course one going to the alternator right here. And yeah, I used ABS plastic down there and used some spacers to level it out. You can kind of see it down there, but that aluminum bar I put on goes over here. Probably should have cut it off and cleaned it up, but and then I know the strap's a little ghetto, but it was kind of flimsy on the backside, but I just put it here to stop the bumping, you know. Right now I'm charging my lithium. She's pretty much charged, because this is my lithium alternator, and then that one's totally separate. The grounds are obviously connected because of the car and everything, but those positives don't touch this alternator at all anywhere. Just the 2/0 and 1 gauge I got running to the back to the lithium bank. Then yeah, I just got the one or 0 gauge running to another battery. I have an AGM in the back that runs with these 3 batteries, which powers the car and all my mids and highs and everything. And then this one is just the lithium one, and all that's connected to that is my Salt 6K. And I have it externally regulated with this transpo regulator. You get a dial or potentiometer to adjust your volts. I have it turned all the way down. It does spike to 15 volts, but as soon as it spikes up there, it shuts off and goes back down to resting, so it's not truly charging at 15 volts. And with the amp on full tilt and that lithium, this alternator actually still turns on and off. That lithium helped out quite a bit. I'm drawing 390 amps right now from my amp, and this is a 320. I don't know truly how much it puts out. It probably does a little more than 320, but outside of the 320 amps this puts out, that lithium's filling in the rest, and I don't drop voltage at all. It's still staying in the 14s. So with the setup I have now, it's electrically sound. Nothing else I need to do to it, but I would like to get another 320 and get rid of this 420 or 240 and run them together and do a battery delete altogether, but need to make my lithium bank bigger than what it is, which I'll show you what that is. 64 amp hour, 32 cells, the headways. It's hard to see them in there, but you can see them. The red cells, I think, I forgot the number that they go by, but my custom made fuse block, nothing too special, but and then that's the other AGM that's got all my mids and highs connected to it, which you can't really see, but those are down there underneath my floor. I got a 1000.4 Orion and a 500.4 Orion. The 1000.4 runs all 8 of my 6.5s, and the 500.4 runs all 8 of my tweeters. And then kind of see it down there, my spare belt, you never know, I've broken a couple already. You can kind of see it down there, my taramps. And that runs my 410s in the door, and I gotta say, for a taramps, I don't know, I haven't had any problems with it. I know they're made, well, that's the MD series. I know they're made for, you know, mid-range and whatever like that, but the sound coming out of it's very good. It doesn't seem to draw a whole lot of power. At idle though, my voltage doesn't hold up with my 3 mids and highs amps, but and then that 1000.4 I got underneath that fan gets hot pretty quick. Those are Orion XTRs, if it matters. But like if I go a half an hour or more full tilt with the mids and highs, that amp will shut off. But with that fan on, I can run all day. I'll go over to the other side and show you my crossover. There's part of the 6K Sundown. I got FI BTL 18s, dual ones. You can kind of see the amp, but I have a kid, so it gets messy fast. Actually, she dropped a crayon down there, and it got so hot it completely melted the crayon. I had to get down there and clean that up yet, but then yeah, that fan is, I got it aimed towards the taramps. And here's my crossover. It's a 6-channel, and I have 5 channels being used on it because that 1000.4 that runs the 6.5s, I gave them their own separate crossover setups, which are pretty similar, but and a fan towards the Sundown. And yeah, the battery. But till the next one.